If you need to refer one of your employees to the occupational health team, you will need to complete the OH Referral Form in the ERP. You can either use the search function in the top right of the ERP, start typing ahead and click in from there, or you can go to the main menu, Forms, and under Case Management, the OH Referral Form. You will need to select the resource that it relates to. Click the drop down in the Resource ID field and select the correct resource, tab across. You will need to enter the home or preferred email address in the field, so type that in, and also the mobile number for which they can be contacted. Answer the question, are there any particular requirements in relation of access, mobility and/or communication? If you select no, you won't need to add any further details, but if you select yes, you'll need to provide further details. Then you need to confirm the preferred appointment. Again, click the arrow, or you could press the space bar in the field, or you could start typing ahead. Select the relevant option. If you select anything other than telephone consultation, you will need to give a reason. There will be a free text box that you need to type into, confirming the reason. You then need to check the manager details. You may need to change the team, that it may relate to a different team if you manage more than one team. Then you need to confirm the HR advisor. You can press the space bar in the field or click on the arrow to bring up the options. Select the relevant HR advisor and tab across. You need to confirm the employee work details. If they have more than one position, you may need to change this in the position ID field by clicking on the arrow and selecting the correct one and then tabbing across. Complete the regular overtime worked field. You can start typing ahead. You can press the space bar and select the option and then tab across. You then need to confirm an overview of the job in the summary overview of job section. There's a free text box here, so just type in the details. Then you will need to confirm that the JD is uploaded. In order to attach any documents to the form, you will first need to save the form. The form needs to have an ID reference for any documents to be attached to it. So work through the form, save as draft, and then you can make the attachments before submitting. We will cover that shortly. The next section is work-related hazards. There is a list of hazards. You must tick the boxes, hazard check 1, 2, etc., that are relevant for this employee. If you need to include any further details or anything that isn't covered in this list, there is a free text box at the bottom that's called Other Details. You can type in here and add any further details needed. The next section is work status. There are a series of questions where you need to select the answers in the fields, where you can use the arrow or the spacebar to bring up all the options, or you can start typing ahead and tab through to work through all the questions. There are many mandatory fields on this form, which you can see by a red asterisk next to the field. If these aren't completed, you won't be able to save or submit the form. Depending on the questions and answers, you may need to confirm some dates. For these, you can select the calendar icon and select the date, or you can type the date in. We will also need to confirm absence dates, how many days absent, and also the reason for the absence. You can press the arrow to bring up all the options or the space bar or start typing ahead and tab across. You will then need to enter any sickness absences that have been taken by the employee over the last 2 years. You can find details of these elsewhere in the ERP. So you add these by clicking Add, selecting the absence reason from the drop down or pressing the space bar or typing ahead, and then you select the dates to and from by using the calendars or typing the dates in. If you need to delete any of the lines you've added, you can tick the box next to the line and click delete. You then need to include any further background information. There is a free text box here that you need to complete. If you need more room to add more detail, then if you click yes in the further info box, it will then produce another free text box that you can use. Or you could potentially attach some further documents once you have saved the form. You then need to confirm reasons for referral. There are reasons with tick boxes, so if you tick all of these that apply, you may need to add further details in different types of fields, like there may be a drop down where you need to select yes or no. There may be a further text box that you need to complete, dependent on which answers that you tick. You will need to complete the type of advice required section. Please tick where appropriate and add details in the additional info space at the bottom of this section. You will need to complete the manager declaration. So you'll need to select yes or no for the answers in the answer field. Once all the fields have been completed, you can then save as draft. You will get a box appear that says successfully saved with the form ID number. You can then attach the JD to the form or any other additional details that you need to attach to the form to go to the occupational health team. To do this, you select the paperclip in the top right, click add a document. Then you can select the documents that are saved on your device, attach them, close that down, and then you can submit the form.